Hello and welcome to TTV News broadcasted on TayNinh newspaper and radio television with some latest events in TayNinh province and across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, on the morning of September 25th, Mr. Nguyễn Văn Quyết, Secretary of TayNinh Provincial Party Committee, held a direct meeting and dialogue with the party secretaries of 31 commission wards to listen to updates and results in citizen reception, as well as challenges, obstacles, and proposals from localities during the implementation of the two-level local government model.
After nearly 3 months operating under the two-tier local government model, more than 1,000 citizens have come to community ward-level citizen reception offices to raise their complaints, make petitions, and exchange information. The relevant authorities have received and resolved for 586 out of 1,117 letters and petitions, and the majority of cases related to land environment, compensation, and site clearance issues. At the meeting, the Secretary Nguyễn Văn Quyết introduced several topics for discussion, focusing on the three key issues, including the situation of citizen reception and complaint resolution at the grassroots level, the implementation of the two-level local government model, digital transformation efforts, and through open dialogue, the local leaders reached the consensus on the remaining limitations and challenges within the three mentioned areas. In his director's speech, the Secretary Nguyễn Văn Quyết called on the local party committee leaders to further promote their leadership roles and responsibilities in citizen reception and complaint resolution. He also emphasized that unofficial and party members must uphold a strong sense of responsibility, be proactive and decisive in carrying out the duties and contributing to building a clean, strong political system that meets the needs of local development.
The audience on the afternoon of September 25th, Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee and Chairman of the Vietnam Federal Language Committee of TayNinh Province Nguyễn Thanh Hải, along with Vice Chairman of the Provincial Peace Committee Phạm Tấn Hòa, and a delegation visited and extended congratulations to the Cao Đài Holy See in TayNinh on the occasion of the Holy Banquet for Great Mother and the Nine Goddesses, one of the most significant festivals of the Cao Đài religions. During the visit, Deputy Secretary Nguyễn Thanh Hải conveyed warm regards and best wishes for good health to Cardinal Thượng Tam Thành and congratulated the Holy See on the upcoming Rite celebration. He also briefly informed the Holy See about the preparations for the first Congress of the Provincial Party Committee for the 2025-2030 term. Deputy Secretary Nguyễn Thanh Hải stressed his hope that the Holy See will continue to accompany the authorities and people of the province in patriotic accumulation movements, contributing to socio-economic development, maintaining political stability, and strengthening the rich national unity bloc. In response, Cardinal Thượng Tam Thành expressed sincere gratitude for the attention from provincial leaders and affirmed that the Holy See will continue to encourage dignitaries, clergy, and followers to uphold the motto living a good life and serving both faith and nation, contributing positively to the development of the homeland. In a warm and friendly atmosphere, the delegation presented a meaningful gift to the Holy See as a symbol of solidarity and unity.
In TayNinh province, amid the robust development for the fourth industrial revolution, the development of digital human resources has been identified as the key factor in driving the province's breakthrough progress, and TayNinh has made remarkable strides in this field, laying a solid foundation for its comprehensive digital transformation journey. As of now, TayNinh has established and is effectively maintaining more than 1,630 community digital technology teams across all the communes and wards in the province. Notably, these teams consist of nearly 9,000 members, and they act as extended arms of the government, bringing digital technologies closer to the people, and their tasks include guiding residents in using digital applications and other public services, as well as assisting with the initial challenges. The strong development of this force not only makes it easier for citizens to access technology, but also has improved digital literacy, promote local socio-economic development, and create a strong momentum for the province's digital transformation efforts.
Ladies and gentlemen, sustainable poverty reduction has been a major consistent policy of the party and state. Thanks to the coordinated efforts of all levels and sectors, alongside the determination of the people, Vietnam has become a model for achieving the Millennium Development Goals, successfully eradicating poverty 10 years ahead of schedule. This school year is particularly special as all students in public schools are fully exempted from tuition fees. Students in private schools receive partial tuition support, and at least 50% of house insurance contribution for students is also covered. This policy brings tremendous joy to parents, particularly those from low-income or difficult backgrounds. I have a 4-year-old child attending a public preschool. When I learned that the government is offering free tuition, I was really happy. The tuition waiver policy not only is the financial burden on families, but also ensures fairness in education, helping every child gain access to knowledge and learning opportunities. In line with the Ministry of Education Training Directive, our school have parents' meetings to inform them about the party and state policy of full tuition exemption for children attending school. At the same time, we are also actively implementing and reporting support policies for poor and neighborhood households to local authorities. A new school year with this progressive policy marks not only a new beginning, but also an opportunity for every choice stream of education to take flight. The People's Committee of Vinh Thanh Cam Ranh held a conference to review the implementation of the 2025 Social Economic Development Plan for the first 10 months and to set out direction centers for the final quarter of the year. The meeting was chaired by Mr. Nguyễn Hồng Kha, Deputy Secretary of the Party Committee and Chairman of the Cam Ranh People's Committee. During the first 9 months of 2025, Vinh Thanh Cam Ranh achieved notable results across social economic development tasks. Specifically, over 19,200 hectares of rice were sown, reaching more than 101% of the target, with a total output of over 67,000 tons. The area for high-tech rice cultivation exceeded 108% of the planned target. Vegetable cultivation remains stable, covering nearly 1,300 hectares. State budget revenue reached 99.3% of the target assigned by the province. To date, the Cam Ranh has achieved 18 out of 21 socio-economic development indicators, accounting for 86.3%. The digitization of administrative records and the results of administrative procedures have reached 100% completion. In his concluding remarks, the chairman of the Cam Ranh People's Committee requested that all specialized departments proactively coordinate to resolve difficulties and promptly propose practical and effective solutions. He also emphasized the need to uphold a strong sense of responsibility and determination to successfully achieve the target centers for 2025 as set out in the resolution.
And the People's Committee of Hưng Điền Commune recently held a conference to review the implementation of the Social Economic Development Plan for the first 9 months of 2025 and to outline the key tasks for the final quarter of the year. Despite many challenges and thanks to the concerted efforts of the local political system, Hưng Đien's economy has continued to grow steadily, with agriculture remaining in the main pillar. The commune sold over 21,000 hectares of rice and reaching 101% of the target set in the resolution, with an estimated total output of more than 131,000 tons. The high-tech agriculture program covers an area exceeding 109% of the planned target, contributing to improve the productivity and agricultural product quality, and the total state budget revenue set at 5 billion Vietnam dong and reaching 193.5% of the desired plan. The cultural and social sectors have also recorded significant positive changes. The house insurance coverage rate reached over 98%, and the communes completed the construction of 32 houses for the suffering household under the temporary housing eradication program, and exceeding the target by 4 houses. In his closing remarks, Mr. Nguyễn Quốc Khánh, chairman of the Hưng Commune Appeals Committee, urged the local administration to focus decisively over the remaining 3 months of resolving obstacles and accelerating the implementation of key infrastructure projects. He also emphasized the need to strengthen land and environmental management, continue effective implementation of the social welfare policies, maintaining the national defense and security.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the design to preserve the traditional cultural beauty and spread the spirit of sharing within the community, many organizations have held meaningful activities to bring children a warm and joyful Mid-Autumn Festival.
This is a meaningful charity series called Mid-Autumn Festival for Children, which recently organized by TayNinhTV Liberated Education Company Limited in TayNinhTV of TayNinh Province. One of the most popular activities was the mooncake making workshop for the children, where all the ingredients and tools were thoughtfully prepared by the organizer like this. We have to gather gifts to send to the children in difficult circumstances and spread the message. We always have a spirit of sharing and responsibility with the community. And we hope that its mooncake is strong and its lanterns will help the children have a perfect Mid-Autumn Festival. Over about 2 hours, under the enthusiastic guidance of the teachers, the children had an exciting experience making their own mooncakes, from mixing the dough, shaping the cakes to baking the mooncakes. This is one of the traditional foods that cannot be missed during the Vietnamese Mid-Autumn Festival. My favorite part is baking the mooncakes because the smell is very fragrant, and when they bake, I will bring this mooncake home to give to my parents and invite the whole family to enjoy it together. Making mooncakes by hand like this not only help children learn new skills, but also help them better understand the cultural meaning and tradition value of this cake, and it is an occasion for the children to deeply feel the value of sharing, kinship, and the joy of reunion during every full moon season. We hope that while still in primary school, the children will always remember the cultural values and national identity and true to the meaning that the Mid-Autumn Festival brings. On the proceeds from the mooncake making workshop, the traditional Lantern Festival, and the acoustic music night will be used to organize the Mid-Autumn Festival for Children Awareness program. The event will take place at Trung Mít B Primary School. TayNinh Province is a small gift full of love and bringing the children a warm, complete, and memorable Mid-Autumn Festival night.
Turn to domestic news. The audience on the morning of September 24 in New York, President Lee Kuan met with Iraqi President Abdul Latif Rashid on the sidelines of the high-level general debate of the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly. President Lee Kuan proposed strengthening the delegation exchanges, particularly among businesses, to expand cooperation and access the halal markets. He also expressed hope that Iraq will facilitate Vietnamese enterprises in investing in the country's reconstruction sectors.
President Rashid affirmed that Iraq regards Vietnam as an important partner and expressed his desire to promote cooperation in economy, trade, investment, water resource management, agriculture, and infrastructure development. The two leaders agreed to enhance the effectiveness of existing cooperation mechanisms, explore the establishment of new frameworks, and work toward signing new agreements. President Lee Kuan also invited President Rashid to visit Vietnam and attend the signing ceremony of the Convention on Cybercrime in Hanoi from October 25 to 26, 2025.
Financial leasing is increasingly being recognized as an effective capital channel, especially for private enterprises, enabling them to access medium and long-term funding without the need for traditional collateral. However, outstanding financial leasing debt currently accounts for only 0.28% of the total outstanding credit in the system, indicating a significant untapped potential. In practice, many companies such as Mikado and Vina Control have leveraged financial leases to invest in equipment without facing the limitations of credit limits or collateral requirements often associated with the bank loans. Nonetheless, these financial channels still face several challenges: an inadequate legal framework and a limited range of listable assets, complex procedures, and high capital costs. The resolution number 68 of the Pittsburgh and the amended law on credit institutions have paved the way for a new development direction, establishing a dedicated financial listing law, expanding the list of listable assets, diversifying funding sources, and simplifying procedures. If effectively implemented, financial listing could become a strategic capital channel that enhances the competitiveness of private enterprises.
On September 25th, the Department of Rural Information and External Information under the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism held a press briefing to provide updates on human rights efforts and external information activities for the month of September. Notably, over the past month, both domestic and international media, as well as public opinion, have paid close attention to a report by an international hacker group claiming to offer forced out data from the Vietnam National Credit Information Center, or CIC, which operates under the State Bank of Vietnam. In response, the State Bank has requested on media outlets rely solely on official information provided by the State Bank and the Ministry of Public Security, urging them to avoid speculation or sensational headlines that could cause public concern, while stressing that relevant authorities have taken action to address the issue. The department also called on media agencies to strengthen external communications, actively refute distorted narratives aimed at undermining the 14th National Party Congress, and enhance the promotion of Vietnam's image and its people to the international community.
The audience in the 2025-2026 academic year, students from preschool to high school levels at public schools in Tây Ninh province, in particular and across the country in general, are entitled to free tuition. This policy has created greater equality in education, especially for children in remote, disadvantaged and rural areas.
From rural to mountainous areas, thousands of livelihood models have helped people not only escape poverty but also improve their lives. In Chi Tam Khmer Phu Thai province, the traditional white and sticky rice variety has been restored and evaluated to an outcrop specialty, generating nearly 1 billion Vietnam dong in annual revenue. In Bắc Ninh province, the breeding cow model has not only provided a fishing route but also awakened a sense of responsibility, enabling people to become self-reliant in overcoming poverty. I come from a poor household and was fortunate to receive support from various levels and agencies, which helped me get a breeding cow. Since 2023, I have worked hard to care for it, and now the cow has given birth to a calf. I promise to continue taking good care so that I can escape poverty. The Sustainable Poverty Reduction Program from the 2021-2025 period has shifted from single-dimensional to multi-dimensional poverty reduction with a focus on regions and ethnic groups. Nearly 9,300 livelihood models, over 2,600 infrastructure projects, and almost 90,000 houses for poor households have been built or repaired, helping reduce the poverty rate to 1.9% as of March 2025. It can be affirmed that all major targets have been met and even exceeded. The focus is on how farmers and disadvantaged people can access social policies and rise out of poverty to have warmer and happier life. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính called on the whole society to join hands, recognizing farmers as the pioneering force in poverty reduction, wealth creation, and digital transformation. Vietnam's poverty reduction miracle proves that when the party's will works hand in hand with the people's spirit, what once seemed impossible can become reality.
And that's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us, and goodbye for now.